In Sri Lanka now, there's even a term for people just disappearing, white van disappearances, where people, especially government critics, are bundled into white vans, often never to be seen again. The Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting in Sri Lanka next week provides an opportunity for the Sri Lankan government to try to show a different face to the world, show a face of progress, and that they put these issues behind them. Sadly, that's not the reality. Just a few months ago, the Queen signed the new Commonwealth Charter of Values. It sets out the Commonwealth values of human rights, good governance, rule of law. Those are the things that the Commonwealth stands for. Now, by tradition, the host of the Commonwealth, the head of country, becomes the chair of the Commonwealth for the next 2 years. So unless countries like New Zealand speak out, the Sri Lankan president, a man who stands accused of some of the worst human rights abuses this century, will become chair of the Commonwealth for the next 2 years. And that will be the person who's representing us, New Zealand, as a Commonwealth country to the world. We need to ask ourselves, is this the person we want representing over 50 countries of the Commonwealth strutting the world stage? You may be aware that the New Zealand government at the moment is pushing a bid internationally to get onto the United Nations Security Council. And as it goes around the world, this is what it's saying to countries. It's saying, we will not act like other countries do in the Security Council, currying favour, trying to ingratiate ourselves with countries by saying what they want to hear. We will run a principled bid. We will stand up for New Zealand values and for what our government believes in. What better opportunity does the New Zealand government have than next week to stand up strongly and say Sri Lanka must not represent us as Commonwealth leaders. President Rajapaksa is not suitable to be chair of the Commonwealth. It's really interesting seeing all these people here and thinking about what might be happening if this protest were being held in Sri Lanka. You may be aware that at the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting next week, all protest has been banned by the Sri Lankan government. No signs, no flags, no people out on the streets will be tolerated. Journalists, if this were being held in Sri Lanka, journalists would not be free. We know Sri Lanka is one of the most dangerous countries in the world for journalists, who are frequently bundled off into white vans, intimidated, killed when they write articles or speak out critically of the government. And we would all run the risk here of being arrested, being disappeared, or even of security forces attacking a protest like this. So what we're calling on, especially as Amnesty International, is for John Key to stand up against the Sri Lankan President Rajapaksa becoming chair of the Commonwealth. Thank you.
This